Hello and welcome back to Lorbeck Luxury Cars. I'm your host Harry, and today I'm going to be driving this extremely rare and highly optioned Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG Coupe. Now this 65 model is the top of the range in the S-Class lineup with its 6-litre bi-turbo V12 engine. This is one of only a handful ever delivered to Australia, and that is due to its almost eye-watering $600,000 new car price tag. One of the key reasons for that eye-watering price tag is due to the fact that this is personally one of the most highly optioned examples that I have ever seen. The car is finished in a special order Designo diamond white metallic paint with the full carbon fibre exterior package. So with that, you get a carbon fibre front lip design on the front here, carbon fibre mirrors and door seals, and if you come around to the back of the car, you also get a full carbon fibre rear diffuser as well. The car is also optioned up with these massive carbon ceramic brakes, which will really help alleviate any brake fade and mitigate any brake dust, and obviously they're just going to help to pull up all 2.1 tonnes of luxury that you're hauling around in this big heavy car. And if we come back around to the front of the car, we also have Swarovski crystals in the headlights, which are also fully adaptive, which will really just help when you're driving late at night on country roads to avoid any pesky wallabies or kangaroos. And that's also going to help you to protect all the lovely chrome finishing that's up here on the front grille that is distinct to Maybach's and AMG's V12 models. So being that this is an S-Class at the end of the day, I'm very keen to jump inside and see what all the hype is about. The first thing that you'll notice is that you get these lovely pillarless windows that extends through to the back that you're able to independently drop up and down. Being that this car is from 2015, just looking around the cabin, everything looks very familiar, and that is because when Mercedes release a lot of their new technologies and interiors, they will start off with the S-Class and it will then trickle down into the cars that we're a little bit more familiar with, like the A and C classes. So we still have a double digital display up here, which is very easy to operate with the center wheel down here. Everything is extremely well appointed. There's full leather along the roof and lower down on the door bins. So obviously push to start like usual, which lets that V12 bi-turbo roar to life. A couple other things in the interior. These seats are extremely comfortable, great lumbar support, and they include the massage function, heated and ventilated. This car is also optioned with the Magic Sky Control, which allows the sunroof to become transparent and oblique just by the push of a button. There's a beautiful Burmeister sound system in this car as well, which sounds unreal. And along with the carbon fibre exterior package, the whole cabin is appointed in the exact same stuff, along with a little Swarovski crystal on the glove box here, just to remind you that you've paid for those bloody expensive headlights. And with that, let's get on the road. So, what is it like to drive the Mercedes-Benz S65? Well, it is nothing but effortless. It really redefines the definition of one-finger driving. The steering is super light, the suspension is extremely competent, and it just allows you to be able to maneuver this car around town without even having to take a second thought about it. When performing 3-point turns in tight traffic, one finger on the wheel is really all that is required, and then hitting the car back into drive on the column mounted shifter. And away you go again, riding that wave of torque, 1,000 Newton meters and 620 horsepower from that V12. And that really is the benefit that you're getting from those extra 4 cylinders. Even though the S63 Coupe may be slightly quicker due to its 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, the S65 makes up for that in the top end speed. The only issue with with only having rear-wheel drive in this car is that the stability control is having a lot to manage with all that torque and power. And unfortunately in these cars, you can't switch them off either. Luckily today, it is a 25-degree day in Melbourne and we aren't having any traction issues whatsoever, although I would imagine when it is pouring and it is a little bit colder, I think it's a given that you're going to have some traction issues with something with this much power. Now, for something that possesses so much performance, it is so comfortable at the same time. It's almost comparable to something like a Bentley Continental GT or even a Rolls-Royce Wraith, just without the floatiness. When tipping the car into tight hairpins like this, you've really got to remind yourself that the car weighs just over 2 tons, because you can really catch yourself out because of how well the car hides the speed. And that's mainly due to just how comfortable these seats are, the noise deadening in the cabin, and the overall build quality. There is not a single squeak or rattle to be heard. Now this car is just packed full of cool features. I just love the pillarless windows. It just looks so classy from the exterior, and it's also really enjoyable when driving the car. And if we put all the windows up by the push of these 4 buttons, you can tell just how quiet it gets inside the cabin. If you put the suspension back into its comfy setting and the transmission into comfort as well, it's like you're not even on the road. There's no road noise, no roar from the tires, and with this level of refinement, you really just forget that you're driving a car with 12 cylinders. It is just crazy. Another couple of really neat tricks that this car has is its head-up night vision function, which is just great for illuminating small children, elderly population, and quite frankly, other people who can't afford a car such as this. All while going into the infotainment system and selecting from 6 different massaging functions. So for a $600,000 car new that is now depreciated to a little over $200,000, when you think about it, it's actually a lot of value for your money. You're getting a V12 engine that will allow you to brag to your friends at the pub, and performance that is on par with many very fast sports cars. And with that, thank you very much guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.